Hey you guys, so I have a very important message to share with you guys. I'm gonna start off with this dream that I had. So I had a dream earlier this week and it was very brief, and in the dream I was walking with this guy and he was weak, all right, and he was kind of like leaning on me, and I just remember telling him, peace be still. So we were walking together and I was telling him that, and that's all I was saying in the dream. And then I saw like a few other people kind of walking towards us, and I was pointing at them, and I just kept saying like, peace be still, peace be still. So that's all I said in the dream. And it was, you know, very brief, but it was a very powerful message, especially for a lot of us at this time. There's a lot of chaotic energy that is taking place. And I truly feel like if you are living in the light as much as possible, then a lot of the chaos, a lot of the crazy energy that you're seeing around you, you are protected from that, okay? And it may not seem like you're gonna make it through whatever the situation is that you're going through, but trust yourself, trust in the messages that you've been receiving from, you know, the universe, Most High, your squad, your team. Like, trust those messages because it's true, okay? Like, you are protected, you are safe, okay? And I just feel like it's, especially this week for me, I've been noticing I've been a lot more connected to the spiritual realm. So I've been just getting a lot of messages, a lot of downloads. I don't normally watch the news, but it's been trending, the hurricanes in Florida, all right, in the South. And I just, you know, decided to kind of watch it, and a lot of the news stations were just telling people to evacuate, to leave, or they wouldn't make it. They wouldn't make it through this storm. And so it was like kind of worrying me, because it just made it, the news made it seem like the whole state of Florida was going to be removed from, you know, the United States. And so like I was watching the news, and then on my timeline I started getting videos from people from Florida that decided to stay, like to go against the warnings that, you know, the government officials were giving everybody. And so I was watching like two different channels, and two different people, two different type of people, but they were in Florida, and they both chose to stay despite the warnings that they were given, you know, by other people. And so basically I'm including, you know, that situation in this message because it really does fit with the messages that a lot of us are being given at this time. A lot of us are being told to just, you know, trust yourself, trust your intuition, and be still. Let spirit guide you through whatever situation you're going through. And then I also want to say, like, for some of you, you may be making choices or, you know, deciding to do certain things that don't make sense to people around you, that don't make sense to your family, doesn't make sense to, you know, your community, friends, that type of thing. Stand on your decision, whatever it is, okay? Even if, you know, in the end it turns out not really working out for you, like, still stand on that, because everything, it really is working out, and you're going to be able to see that when the time comes, okay? So I did a reading for myself, like I usually do it every morning. And in this reading, the same message was coming through. Just be still, be calm, don't trip, don't worry. And I didn't have any like specific questions. I you know, I let the cards fall how they may in my readings. So the first card that I got was time for a nap, okay? And so on this card, I just wrote like messages in dreams, resting, peaceful energy is going to come to you. Sleep on it. Don't rush, you know, don't be in a rush to make any decisions, because also at this time, like, spirit has really been showing me that everything isn't always as it appears to be. Even the things that seem like they would be this way because it's always been that way, it may change, okay? Things are very up in the air. We're in uncharted territory. That was coming up in a reading I did for myself yesterday. So don't be so quick to jump to conclusions. Take your time, really fill out, you know, the situation, and just make sure that whatever decisions that you're deciding to make, that you truly feel confident in those decisions, okay? Despite what others may say, despite what, you know, your fears are telling you, like, trust yourself at this time, okay? So I got that card, and then I got the Dagger card, which talks about fears, tense situations, stormy energy, you know. And then that came out with this Journal card. So basically, for some of you, you may be finding out some information that may have you a little shook, a little stressed, worried, concerned that something is not going right. You may feel like it's not going right because you received this information, but that's not always the case. That's what Spirit is saying in this reading. So just take some time to kind of sit with the information that you're being given at this time, and see like if that really resonates with your spirit, or see if that's really, you know, the right answer, or the right, you know, things are unfolding. Okay, things are still unfolding, so don't, you know, jump to conclusions. Okay, I got this Thinker card that came out, so somebody in deep thought. And then I have Boot and the Bouquet. So the Boot card. All right, so yeah, we have this Bouquet card. It came out with the Boot card. The Boot card, it says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And then the Bouquet card, it talks about romance, dating, joy. So this could be a lot of different things for you. Basically, this is the goal. This is what you're trying to achieve, okay? So with that card, or these cards coming out, again, like Spirit is really saying, whatever you're stressing about, it's already taken care of. That was something else that I wrote in my journal, because when I do my readings, I write down the message. So whatever you're concerned about, whatever is stressing you, whatever is, you know, causing you grief, it's already taken care of. It's already handled, okay? It really feels like at this time, it's, you know, it's understandable if you are stressed, if you are, you know, worried, okay? Especially if you've gone through some type of storm, you know, and it could be an actual, you know, a physical storm, like I was talking about with the hurricanes that are taking place at this time. Like in the South, there's a lot of chaotic energy that's going on, so it's understandable that you're worried or that you're concerned. But even in this energy of you being afraid of the outcome, trust the process, okay? And again, like I want to say this again, like whatever decision that you're deciding to make, be okay with that. Like stand on that, even if it turns out that it doesn't work out for you, or even if, you know, it's not going exactly how you want it to go. Like stand on your decision, okay? That's a big message that kept kind of coming through in this reading, okay? You will make it. You're going to make it through whatever the situation is. I don't know exactly what it would be for you, but it is something that's causing you stress. It's worrying you. You may feel like you're not going to make it, but Spirit is saying you will, okay? Especially like if you resonate with the messages that I've been putting out on this channel. I know they haven't been consistent, but we're still connected. We're still, you know, on the same page. So trust this process, okay? And then I have another card that says by the book, okay? So this card talks about like order, things happening. I get this energy of on a timely manner, things happening on a timely manner, things coming in as they should. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of different things that are taking place at this time. You may be like really overwhelmed, but everything feels good. Everything feels like, despite what it looks like, despite, you know, the chaotic energy around you, despite, you know, some of you really do have like a lot of anxiety and stress surrounding your situation, which is understandable, but it is working out, okay? It's working out way better than you can imagine. And I feel like for a lot of you that may resonate with this reading or this message, your best bet is to be still, to be at peace with whatever the situation is, whatever choice that you make. Be at peace with that and just trust, have faith that it's working out, especially if you've done all that you can do. You know, if you've said all that you can say, leave it at that. Let the chips fall where they may. All right, it's gonna work out. I was also picking up on like a lot of foxes in this reading. So there is a strategy that is being used at this time. I don't know if you're aware, but the way that you're moving, the way that the situation is playing out, it requires strategy. And for some of you, your strategy is just knowing that it's working out in your favor. That's it, okay? You don't have to do too much. And then I also have this card that says to be fair. So this is, on this card, I wrote balancing, I wrote getting what you deserve, fair for everybody involved, okay? So I really resonated with this card, especially with everything that's taking place, you know? I'm gonna go back to the news, the storm updates that have been going on. So, you know, the news is really stressful. The news can stress you out. The news can make you feel like there is no hope, there is no overcoming your situation. And that's not always the case for everybody. Some people are, you know, and if you were or are being affected by those hurricanes, you know, my heart really does go out to you, because I can't even imagine going through that type of situation. I would be a nervous wreck. I don't even know how I would handle that type of stress. So my heart really does go out to those that are affected by the hurricanes. But for some of you, like, you may be picking up on other people's stress or anxieties and worries. It may not be that bad for you. That may not be your situation. That may not be what Spirit has in store for you. So you may see a lot of chaotic energy around you, but that does not mean that that's what's happening for you, okay? So don't take that energy. Don't take on the energy of stress and worry and anxiety. Don't take that. And if you start to feel that energy kind of like dwell in your spirit, it may be beneficial for you to, you know, say certain prayers or certain affirmations. Peace be still. I looked it up. You know, I know it's a Bible scripture. I'm not like an expert with, you know, knowing the Bible, but this came to me. Be still and know that I am God. That is from Psalms 46 verse 10. So that may be a good one to just kind of repeat to yourself when you start to feel really stressed and just feel like things are overwhelming for you at this time. Another one, there's another quote or scripture, Mark 4:39. So I'm going to read this just real quick. It says, he rose and rebuked the winds and said unto the sea, peace be still. So again, like, speak to your situation, speak peace over your situation, speak peace over yourself, okay? And the winds ceased and there was a great calm. So basically, Spirit is saying, like, whatever you're going through, whatever you're stressing about, you don't have to worry about it. You can be still. You can rest in knowing that Spirit has your back. You can rest in knowing that you don't have to, you know, worry, especially when things are out of your control. Like, if there's nothing that you can do about this storm, like you physically can't do anything, or you can't do anything else, you can't say anything else, let it be what it is, okay? It's gonna work itself out. All right, I just want to see, oh, one more message. So for some of you, you may have people coming to you for shelter or comfort, that type of thing. Because in my dream, I remember I was like holding this guy up. He was kind of weak. And so for those of you that have people coming to you, you know, use your discernment, listen to your intuition. Not everybody needs your comfort. Not everybody needs your support. But there are people that may come to you that need that, okay? And if you feel led and guided to speak life into these people or help out in any way that you can, then do so. Do so with an open heart. Don't, you know, don't ignore any guidance or any steps that you're supposed to take at this time, okay? If you feel led to share this message with somebody else, go ahead and do that. But definitely help those that need help. Okay, that was something else that was coming out. Some of you are very, very intelligent. You're very connected to the spiritual realm. And there may be people around you that don't quite understand what's going on. They may be very stressed, dealing with their own situation. And you may be just the person that can, you know, let them know that they're going to be okay. All right, like, you never know. And it can be something as simple as you smiling at another person, or, you know, talking to that coworker, or, you know, just doing something from the kindness of your heart. Like, so don't be afraid to, you know, help out when it's needed, okay? Listen to your intuition, use discernment. And again, I just want to let you guys know that it may not be as bad as it looks. That may not be your story. Don't take on that energy if it does not, you know, if it doesn't resonate with you. If you don't feel, or if you haven't been getting messages of towers happening in your life or disasters taking place in your life, don't take on that energy, okay? So that was the message. I really do hope that it was helpful. Thank you guys so much for, you know, always showing this channel love and support. I really do appreciate you guys, and take care, okay? Bye.